Hello and welcome to Zeta Chivalry 2 Survival Runs. Today's map is Dark Forest and I'm playing with a warbow, as well as don't have any HUD, so there is no crosshair. So you have to intuitively, aim at the middle of the screen and hope for the best. You also don't see the arrow count, and all other things such as health and stamina also absent, so you have to feel. The mechanic with the warbow is that whenever you are low on stamina, you deliver less damage. And if you have not full HP, so even a normal bow can insta-kill you. So you have to, to ensure that you're in a safe spot, and as well keep track of your statistics via, counting the hits you receive. To be honest, you saw that I delivered a few headshots already. So the fact I'm a bit of cheating here, the way I have on my monitor the virtual crosshair, so I enabled it. So it seems like I'm not actually, I do not know where to aim, like in Kingdom Come Deliverance. The mechanic's similar. But yeah, I have enabled the virtual crosshair, and for the reason that it would be really bad for you folks just to wait until I'm missing all the shots. But I promise I will do that on live stream when, without any crosshair. Otherwise, you see the arrow does not really point to the location you're shooting. Also, whenever you zoom in and out, so the distance between your arrow and the actual crosshair is different. So yeah, it's really tough. I mean, it's tough as it is. So I tried a few times, also with crossbow, and just really, it's terrible. You miss a lot of shots, and you almost have to engage in point blank. So for this reason, I have virtual crosshair enabled on my monitor. So don't think that I can shoot like this by just judging where the center of the screen is. It's similar to if you just stick a sticker on the middle of your screen, and disable the HUD. So this is a shortcut, again I did, otherwise it would be really not interesting for you to watch. But yeah, it's really challenging. I mean, you have to be really close and personal to the enemy if you want to land hits without, virtual crosshair. And yeah, it's tough. So you'll miss a lot of shots, and then you end up with like 3 kills per whole map, which is really not, not fulfilling and not satisfying, neither to watch nor to play. So yeah, other than that, I scored quite a few kills already. Of course, being an archer, it's a bit easier to land to survive. Just you have not to extrude too much from your team. Also, try to hide behind obstacles as much as you can. The best way to shoot is whenever you are behind an obstacle, then you draw the arrow, then you pop up from the obstacle, lose your arrow, and then go back. So you have to spend as little time as possible being open for any damage, or exposed for any arrows to hit you, or any other thrown weapons too. So yeah, the less enemy knows where you are, the more chance of survival you have when you play generally all class, but with archer, since you are very squishy, you need to also do that even more religiously. So just hide behind bushes, behind all sorts of trees, and then walls. You see that? I received a hit. I know I'm 1 hit away. I guess from the sound it was a mallet, thrown mallet from the Vanguard card. But I tried to heal, and it seems like that was friendly. Or I was healed by a friendly horn. So hard to tell, but definitely that clinking sound of the weapon is from the thrown mallet. So it's 2 hits, that's 45 damage each, 2 hits would definitely knock you. Not really sure if it can insta-kill, but it's really close. If you're missing any HP, you would definitely be insta-killed. So yeah, always have to, look and feel whenever you receive damage. I see folks are coming this way, so I just go back again. When I try to look back of what's going on, I just jump and turn around, do 180, look what's going on, and then turn back 180 to the direction I'm going. So this way I'm not losing the momentum, or at least not losing it too much, and also gather information what's happening behind me, especially if I don't hear folks. I can also anticipate the distance between them. Oh yeah, the lack of HUD basically removes the markers above friendlies. So, you know, seeing them, especially in this darker map, it's a bit harder to distinguish a friendly from enemy. So you have to rely on the colors and models, but also, you know, Agathans can sometimes be dirty with all the blood around them, so injured. But that also means that you know, I might miss a few. Also, whenever you hit teammates, you are not immediately told that you hit teammates. Also, landing arrows, it's difficult, especially at long distance anyway, even with virtual crosshair. So, but I have to double check. Okay, this one was wide, so too high. I still tried a few times and could not land a single hit. Or maybe I did, and you know, since I have no UI, you know, I cannot really tell. But it looked like I didn't land a single hit, since only the head is popping up from that ballista. So it's relatively hard to land any hits at the enemy who's mounting it and looking directly at you with this weapon. If I would have siege crossbow, that would not be the case. But siege crossbow otherwise is quite clunky and not very good in other places. So again, whenever you land an arrow, you can hear that distinctive sound of arrow landing, whether it's friendly or the enemy. So you have to hear if you're landing it, or you can see for visual aid. I saw that enemy received an arrow, the one on the right. This received an arrow, but also the sound when the arrow landed was somewhat different because enemy was blocking. And whenever someone is blocking, they receive reduced damage from arrows and crossbows. And they, of course, can just block any other thrown item. So yeah, blocking is good. So if you see somebody shooting, even with an archer, you can block warbow. Sort of not block, but you can initiate a block with your, let's say, secondary weapon, and then one warbow arrow, unless it's a headshot, would not kill you. Otherwise, the body shot from a warbow can insta-kill another archer. So yeah, I see folks there. It's hard to tell whether it's landing or not. So I guess the tree branches in a way. Now this landed, hit. Let's see if we can deliver more of those. See, and I'm also hiding here because I know that, you know, they might pop up from the cover and shoot me. This also landed, and from what I've seen, the ragdoll was slightly falling back, so it was a headshot, I guess. An enemy was killed. However, there's still one more on the gateway. So again, I cannot see how many arrows I've got, so I cannot anticipate when I will run out of them. Instead, I have to, you know, dispense all arrows and then just again go into the armor crate and just fetch more. Now some melee action. Of course, enemy probably has a counter, so it's a bit easier for me to engage folks like that. By the way, this map is not very easy for survivals. I mean, too many ballistas, catapults and so on. Also, sometimes catapults do get bugged, and so they shoot their boulders one way and they just land somewhere entirely different place. So sometimes you cannot anticipate where the boulder is landing, so which is difficult. That means that surviving that and dodging that, it's even harder. But not always, sometimes. That happens sometimes. I see folks want to run this way. Again, I do not feel confident to go in the front of the pack because I'm an archer. So I'm best to do things from distance. Now if you have fire arrow on your weapon, I mean if you lit your arrow on fire, what that means that whenever you hit the enemy archer or crossbowman, usually it's insta-kill, even though they can be overhealed. Since I think the body shot from warbow, if you land it directly on the body, it delivers 94 damage, but it doesn't always knock the enemy, although an archer class has 90 HP. So that's so definitely there's some overhealing. So that's a term whenever enemy or of anybody is on the healing item, such as a healing horn or flag or freshly received bandage. So they're slightly above the actual health, so normal damage does not apply. Now this guy just tries to troll a bit. It's okay. I can shoot the guys who want to dodge this. It's harder, of course, granted. But there you go. So this guy is trolling, definitely. He's not fighting. But I still landed 2 good arrows, even though he was dodging somewhat. So again, I'm not sure where's the objective. I'm not sure how much the gate has been broken down. So I have to only, feel for it. So it seems like some boulders are landing. I hit on the enemy. It seems I landed it. So again, I would receive assist generally, but I was not made aware of this because of disabled HUD. So it's okay, it helps immersion, but also lacks responsiveness, so you're not showing what you're doing, if you're doing it right or wrong. So yeah, but I tried without a virtual crosshair and it was just a pain, just shooting somewhere and just, really a great challenge. I don't know if I can try to do it live on live stream, but other than that, it's really difficult. I'm not really sure if it's worth it. If I would score like 10 kills maybe in the whole map, that's really low. I don't think anyone would like it. Just say, if I'm blind or something. But yeah, again, even from first person, it feels different. Arrow, it's really hard to anticipate where the arrow will land, especially if you do zooming in. So yeah, that's why I probably would not do that. I tried it, but it's just not very satisfying. Anyway, the gate has been broken, so now we can go in. But just need to get rid of the stragglers. Since I'm an archer, I don't usually go first in the breach anyway. I don't really like to go first in the breach regardless, except if I'm really tanky class like a knight, then I can do that. But again, if you want to play safe and survive, you don't usually do that. You try to anticipate whether or not that's a prudent thing to do at this time, and calculate your odds of survival. So we are on the last objective. We have to kill the Duke. Again, I'm not sure where he is, how healthy he is. But I can get rid of some easy kills. Like this archer who was falling back and then just immediately received an arrow. Although he was already injured, he probably had no chance of escaping. However, I claimed the kill. So yeah, pretty tough to play as an archer with no HUD. But again, if you keep distance and follow the general guidelines of what not to do as an archer and what to do as an archer, then you can survive as well. So pretty handy that the ammo crate or ammo barrel is right here. That's really good. I don't need to go too far. And land a hit on the enemy or the friendly. Again, not really sure. You just throw it at the closest person out there. Just hope for the best. And yeah, try not to receive arrow back. So again, a bit lucky here. Maybe I was overhealed. Again, there's no telling how much damage I received or how much damage I have left. So again, no telling. So I was not sure whether or not I should stay there. But rule of thumb, if you sort of not a tanky class, you should always go back and just heal. Even though I have a brazier here, it does not matter if I die. But it's really nice to shoot folks who are advancing on the friendly and just punish them for their aggressiveness. So my friendly is keeping the front line, the guy with the long sword, and I'm there just from the back line shooting at the enemy. So far 4 out of 4 hits on the enemy. And now we saw that a guy who quickly passed through me, so I guess that was a hacker. Again, there's no telling. I have no HUD, not sure what's happening. So that's additional minus to that no HUD, because I cannot really report cheaters. I usually do report. I have a whole of shame videos, which I use whenever I report, and provide links to the evidence together with player ID. Okay, so the map is ended. The cheater has killed the Duke. I have 26 kills. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. See you next time.